Hi, good morning. How you doing? I hope everything is fine. First, I want to say, with due respect, I come as a humbler brother, one that has discovered that other lands can never be like home. And as you at home in Nigeria fight this battle of giving in to change, because when you say change, a lot of you didn't think it needed to begin with you as Nigerians, each and every one, rich and poor, because the price of change that we need to pay is not cash. No. See, if I took a $100 note and I took a piece of paper, it wouldn't mean anything if you couldn't recognize, and your brain doesn't resonate that this is of more value. The change we need to make is mental, the change of mindset. In a situation that involves Nigeria, the people fighting for the right thing go wrong. And the people they're trying to talk to become hardened, because most people don't know that when you seek something from people, you need to apply wisdom. Not bring the raw passion in your heart of the lack, the needs, the distress, the disruption. No. People that are making money have their lives too. You understand? So if you're going to take candy from a child, you need to do it with wisdom. What are the alternatives you're giving? I hear that having a private security guard in Nigeria as an escort costs between 250 to 500,000 a day. And that's what most people have to deal with. Please, this is an appeal to my Igbo family. I may not have been born in Enugu. I didn't grow up in Owerri. But your people have been the most kindest to me as a Yoruba girl. My father's business, his existence, was hinged on the kindness of the Igbo man. We have always, every single Nigerian knows you to be entrepreneurs, great, passionate. Ruka, good morning. If you called an average Yoruba person and say, what do you know the Igbos for? We say they're good businessmen. Not that there are no good business people amongst the Yorubas. We are not going to come here today to compare tribes. See, the Europeans that put us together have been expecting us to be this way. And this is the way our forefathers and fathers have been. And that's why Nigeria will not go forward. Always looking back, always wanting to pay. I understand the fears of the Igbo man. What they did to you in the north, burnt your stuff down. I understand. I understand the injustice and the victimization that the Nigerian system has brought you. So you find strength and solace in your trade. And there is nothing wrong in that. But when change comes, everybody would have to pay a price. All of us. The haves and the have-nots. We all have to pay the price. And all I'm asking this morning is for us to change our mindset. I don't want to begin mentioning names because I am indebted to a lot of my Igbo brothers, and even while I was married, the man I married only speaks Igbo. He doesn't speak Yoruba till tomorrow. He grew up in Enugu. And through him, I've met wonderful people. Uncle Jugo, Emeka Tiaba, so many of you that I've met. And in my own journeys, I have great friends that I love and respect. Some of them have been friends since I was 15 years old. Princess Udoka Udoji, Esther Gwala. I could give you names. But I don't want to have to do that. I just want you to see the genuinity in my heart. We cannot let the government use us against us that are rising up. Haven't we learned anything since COVID? After COVID? During COVID, the fear of God did not grip your hearts. You know how many people died, didn't even wait. Sometimes it was a whole family. Other people inherited that which they worked for. We haven't learned anything from the near total eradication of Naira Marley when Iyabo Ojo came out and asked you all, us all, to join hands. I'm glad I didn't for some reason. I just didn't think he was capable of it because we've all been silly before. I'm not coming here as a saint. There are things that I've done that other people have held me accountable for, other crimes and sins that I didn't even have a hand in. I understand that our character sometimes will make us predisposed and vulnerable. So when I turn on my social media and I hear the Igbos have held a meeting, the Igbos have done this, I'm saying, which of the Igbos? Not the people that I know. The people that I know are kind. Yes, they love their money. Everybody should love their money. You worked for it. But they also make room for other people to grow. Monisade, good morning. I'm going to warn us all as Nigerians to be very careful how we like to act like we all are not using the same passport. That the world doesn't see us the same way. Go outside of Nigeria, you will understand. The minute you say Nigeria, there's a certain cloud that covers you. So I am not here to bash the Igbos or call you names or ask you anything. I'm only here to carry the same education that I'm doing with myself from my own household, because I said for change to start, it needs to start from our houses. We have to hold ourselves and others accountable. How dare we play God and look at other people? You need to change, you need to change, you need to. But how about me? What do I need to do to adjust to the situation that I'm asking for? No wonder change has not visited us. So my brothers and sisters, for change to come, we too must be ready to pay a price. I'm not saying don't do business. I'm saying neutralize the greed. Because one thing follows another. It's consequential moves that Nigerians do. You raise your interest, the government sees that the interest rate is high, so they want to raise the duty, make it high, and you raise, and all this while, you have gotten away with putting that raise, the increase, the differences, the discomfort in prices upon the masses. And you watch as you now just used to travel from Aba to Lagos, from Onitsha to Port Harcourt without needing anything. Now you cannot travel without private guards because of the prices that the goods, and you are not just guilty, because I know Yoruba, they know how to hide under people's skirts. There are some Yorubas there, and of course the Hausas are there too. We are all there doing this evil together. And then they put your label out and say it is the Igbos. It is not the Igbos. Nobody in Nigeria can do anything by themselves. Even if their kings, Azis, are in support of them, they will get the consent of other tribes to hide under them as they sponsor and push this ridiculous, unnecessary, shameless, childish thing of trying to bring down everybody that rises to speak for the masses. Oh, yesterday was Hot Fire, the Founders Day reunion in the school. MGHS must gain high standards. Don't worry, I represent every day. Monisa Day, I represent every day in my walks and talks. I'm in Colorado right now on travel. That's great. It's good to know. So please, we cannot get change if we ourselves are not willing to pay the price. And like God says, most of you are Christians. He says judgment will begin from my house. The change we're looking for, let it begin with us from our places of house. Because now, for the first time, VDM says, no, don't blame the government for this one. No. Don't blame the port authorities for this one. No. This one is not with anybody. This one is with us. The importers and exporters. This one is with the high classes. All the money that you make money now water. Now no they tire. my latest Bentley, my latest that. Don't you know about the tales of two cities? That you'll never feel safe, that your children will never have joy, that you yank them away and throw them in schools abroad doesn't make it that they will appreciate all that you have done. All luxury does is provide a better, more cushion for you to end up wrong. Simple joys of life. Going to the village and sitting on the floor and just enjoying the breeze and sitting outside. We have lost all that originality. Now even in the villages, it's the cold marble you call wealth. Everything is too Hollywood-like. There's no more originality. You drive the poor man to want to kill, and destroy. Now, the Igbos used to be very faithful to one another. You go to the village to bring an innocent person. I remember when I would go to Uncle Jugo's house that time in Abuja, you would see grown men in shorts, giving him respect. He had a room like a hostel. They respected his wife. His children were safe. They knew their boundaries. Now, the Igbos are like the Yorubas. To help now, they have to think twice because all the young ones have become desperate. It occurred to me to get in touch with one or two of the Aces that I know in the eastern part to appeal to you. But I know the truth. I know the truth. The truth is that nobody is making money right now but the business people. And it's also the same thing in the Yoruba land. As much as I love my mom, there are matters that would arise right now. And because I'm one of the people that feed her, because she's old, she's 89. When she calls me to talk to me, no matter how much she says or begs, I will tell her, Mama, please, don't block that place where money is coming from. We're the ones feeding you. All those people are asking will make us not be able to afford to feed you. My mother was like, I understand. Let her go and sort out your problem with them then. We don't even have elders that can talk to us anymore because the elders are not making the money that we make. That is how bad the economy has changed us. Any Nigerian that says, I love my mother, I can die for her. I love her, yes, they can. But dying for somebody is not the same thing as listening to what they have to say. Because our money has become a god. Because our life depends on it. It often does. So I'm just begging us this morning. VDM is not your problem. We need somebody like VDM because I can see if I was home, you would have killed me. I'm a woman. You wouldn't even think about having meetings and trying to conspire to bring me down and sponsor some hungry bloggers to keep talking. But may I then, in my apology and request of you to please realize that change begins with each and every one of us and nobody is going to escape it. May I tell you that this time, you just might become murderers and not just intimidators. You may find that you may need to start sending out hired assassins to people like me, to VDM, to people who stand up and speak for the people, because you cannot realign yourselves and make sure that you're buying the quality goods from China, because everything we use in Nigeria is from China. I know some people say they buy their things from Austria. That is for the politicians that steal money, because there's no way I'm going to buy a fabric for 4 million when you're not crazy. We need to be honest. Business is business, right? But business has class. I'm not talking about what the rich do. I'm talking about what the masses do. Stop pushing us to want to kill the rich amongst you just to breathe, just to live till the next day. For your drivers to stop planning to kill you, kidnap your innocent children, rape your wives. When are you going to get tired and realize that one thing is tied to the other? If you get and I get, that one understand that. That is how it should be. There is no world where the rich stays up there and in safety and think everything about them is safe. Every morning a poor man wakes up. He doesn't have hope. So your family is the one they're dissecting and analyzing. How can I get this car? How can I get into the life of this guy? How can I steal his car? How can I rape his wife and children, even if not to make money, just to teach them a lesson that this world does not belong to them alone. How can I? And that is how the masses will be thinking about what you carry. because nobody can eat sand. And if desperation drives them to eat it, they will never be able to swallow it. Change is going to have to begin with us all, my brothers. Hey, my own people. I love Nada. I love anybody that knows how to work hard. But you are beginning to lose that part which made your hard work count. Honesty, kindness, mercy. You have lost it. All Nigerians are the same now. It's a global world because Yoruba people can walk too. I walk. Ask your sisters and brothers who know me. I walk. So that greed in our lives must be neutralized. That's all I came here to say. VDM is not your problem. It's not. Truth is your problem. Greed is the problem. Lack of kindness is the problem. Seeing yourselves more superior than other people that God has created with flesh, even if they ate from the gutter, realizing that life flows in their breath and belly, and they have the right to be able to honestly walk and move to the next level away from that gutter. That is your problem. You want to say, look at me, Odogu, I am wearing this suit. Now $5,000 buyer. Your papa don't wear it before. You will fit it. Your money does not make you. Being a successful human being does not make you better than a poor person. Have you watched Trading Places by Eddie Murphy? Did you ever watch that movie? Everything any rich man or woman carries, I could randomly pick up somebody from the street. And if you would one day live their lives and they live yours, you will find that everything actually has a lot to do with the grace of God. Regardless of the sacrifices, the connections, whatever it is that we think made it possible, everything we are and have has to do with the grace and mercies of Almighty God. We are all better than this. There's nothing in life that we do that does not require mercy. Please. 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 I beg you. In the mighty name of Jesus, I beg you. With everything that you hold there, PTM is not your problem. If you killed him today, people will rise up. People that are not even half as wise as VDM, that are vicious. See the difference? People think all activists are the same. No. Martin Luther King was a gentle activist. He was gentle. He never would let you throw a punch. He spoke, he walked, he showed his difference. Just like Showore. That was him. But there are vicious activists. If you kill one VDM, 1,000 wicked, negative side of VDM will arise in that Nigeria. For the next few years, you would never, no matter the army or police you carry, the only people in your land that will be safe, not even your essays and the kings in Yoruba land will be safe. I promise you, not the emirs in Sokoto, none of the big people will be safe. The only people that will be safe will be the president and his family. Because President Tinubu travels with an entourage of about 100 cars. And in each car, you have at least 3-4 people. So go figure. Because he understands the kind of country that we have all made Nigeria into. Refusing to truly, honestly embrace change from within and under our own households. Please, never tire. Anyway, God bless you. Your girl, Elizabeth Adeola Oshodi, Ariel, Kekime, Talo, please, I beg you, Echo. I know that in Igbo land, things have changed. You now give the daughters land as well. People are fighting, standing for their rights. So even if my words don't mean anything in my own father's land, I know it does with you because I see the way you take care of your wives and your daughters. I know. So I thank you. I thank you. Because this morning, all of us are learning that change costs. Not just other people, but it's going to have to cost us. Because we need to change our mindset. Please. Thank you. Thank you. And VDM, I thank you. We all thank you for risking your life. For risking your life. For the truth that you hold. For refusing to be bought. Because there's nothing good you carry that people will not want to use you. So when you came out to disclaim Ross, what you did was right. And I will do it again and again and again. That just because you see somebody with me or in my house or we have been dealing, if that person I see is not honest, my sister will tell you. I will come out and tell you that I am not saying anything much right now. You are free to go deal with them. But it is not going to be my name that you use. Because when they swindle you, I don't want you to come out and say the person with VDM, the last thing between us all must be my disclaimer. That doesn't mean that Ross and VDM cannot be friends tomorrow. It doesn't matter. But everybody that carries something, the children of the poor sometimes, now they tire me. You are very foolish with the kind of innocence that you carry. You are. Trust is not a covenant. Trust has to be evaluated every day. Now, foolish man, the trust person for life. I don't know. Trust is not people. No. You must do a diagnostics every time you deal with somebody because you're not a murderer. You're not a killer. And everybody knows justice is slow or may never come. So you do your implementation of security and safety before you go into deals. Don't take chances and say, I'll just go on social media. And when I get there, I'll shout. And people, who are the people? What can they do? Social media, they will shout. After a while, they will go away. But aren't you tired using your blood and sweat to just throw into the gutter? Aren't you tired of using your mother and your father's name? I know those things don't matter. I'll go on social media and see how the Yorubas tear their mothers and fathers like rags every day. But did they send you? Would you pray that your own children will put you in places that you are dishonored and dragged and lied against? Would you? We need to go back to the drawing table. Not just to redraw, but to tear it up. Because we are the drawing tables. We only can effect change. It begins with each and every one of us seeing other people as humans. Once again, to not just sympathize and say, hey, yeah, but think, what if that was me? Or remember when that was you or your mother that was in that situation. Please, have mercy. Goodbye. Good morning.